Sorry about that. Camera mucking up. Ranjuna. Use this one. So Ranjuna, built from a friend of mine. Tomoku Duncan, Draxon, Matoran Ranjuna, Village of Ranjuna, I mean. Told Duncan about Iron Fortress Maku Duncan. I'll get to them as I review them. So this is meant for my 5-year anniversary, so it's a bit late. Just a bit. So here is Village of Draxon, a person who was Ranjuna's best friend, but became a Toa with the Uniter in death. Here he is. And then here's Villager Ranjuna to go with Ranjuna, who I will bring up for the camera. Oh, careful over there, water. And here's Ranjuna, built for my friend Crichton Mark. So there you go, Mark. All the way from New Zealand, Ranjuna on holiday. Go from the front. We've got Hero Factory Generations Scrapper with revamped Dire Wolf form. He is Dire Wolf with a bit of an update. I think it's the other one. That is the there you go. Damaged part. Brought that like that. It was done by a poker burner apparently. But yeah, he's built from Duncan Bulk, Core Hunter, and Nexus, as well as Tahu from Generation 2. And he utilizes that Nex, and he is a Dire Wolf, by the way, so there you go. Paraka Duncan. Cunning and sadistic. He is a part of Toa Rachel's band of misfits that she calls a Toa team, with the legs purposely like that. He utilizes Vizoc's Mask of Power, able to teleport himself from that. He utilizes a frost weapon and a solid air launcher he got from the Underdashi. Revamped Cultor. I rebuilt his legs. I didn't actually like the skull leg, so I just gave him the too long hip joint, I call them, the joint you can utilize for that, up there, and gave him a bend in his knee, as you can see there, and gave him claws for feet. I've got something planned for him, but that's coming up later. Generation 2, Toa Makuta Brendan. He's supposed to be different colours, utilizing Liwa, mostly. He is Toa Makuta Duncan's brother. I do quite like how the arm braces are. That is. He is mostly Tahu and Liwa with his acid Gatling gun with Elix claws. Now these I actually brought off a friend, so yeah, I am waiting for an order of Elix claws for another Elix I've got somewhere over there. Ranoxian Ground Spider, Ranoxian Steel Scorpion. These harmless herbivores are Rahai native to the Order of Draxon's planet Ranox, or Ranoxian, as they call. 4 times bigger than the average thing, close to Scar's height, which is 22. He's 52 foot. These are 22 foot, so same height as Makuta Duncan. These things are utilized in the everyday creation of planet Harvest, only to be found in the Arctic regions and in swamps. These gentle giants are literally don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. If you attack them, they're just going to ignore you. They don't have any venom. They're just like, okay. Toa Rachel. Toa of acid. Toa of plant life. Utilizing the plant halberd and an icicle spear that I've repainted to be slightly darker. Trained under Toa Makuta Brendan, Makuta Brendan actually, to utilize spears and halberds. She is a quick member and leader of her own Toa team, which utilizes Duncan the Paraka, Marxios, who we'll be reviewing later, the Hierarchy, and Toa Raymond, to fight against enemies. That's Ferris Magna. She teams up with a brother, who utilizes a ice crossbow. I don't actually have built at the moment. I need to repair his legs. Yeah. Toa Makuta Duncan, Generation 2. The bigger of the duo, utilizing in the new Hero Factory she's played. He is a massive dual scythe wielding person with a acid Gatling gun. is mainly on newer and those are energized, by the way. The clear stuff and the gold stuff is just armor. He utilizes the Mask of Shadowed Time, whilst Makuta Brennan uses the Mask of Shadowed Force. Able to teleport in and out at will, he can do quite a bit of damage and levitate with his jetpack. Able to fly quite far, he can do considerable damage. Jeez, my tile's growing big. Now we're going to go to some of the more recent built ones. This one is a few weeks old. Makuta's Sinister. One of the few surviving Makuta from the Pterodactyl's plan, along with Makuta Duncan, Ranjuna, Zemo, Necro, and blah 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 blah. Okay, and I'll do an update on that. This 6-armed being utilizes the most dangerous weapons, including a solid gold katana, the golden knife of killing, or gold brand, a lightning sword, the dark sphere, the flame gun, two plasma blades, and the mask of speed. That's again his one up there. Able to trick his enemies into doing what he wants. He's a nasty son of a bitch. Just now going to gather out a mock, and then in a oop, don't be like this is falling. I really hope it doesn't fall. Oh, it might. I buried a mock prior to this by accident. He'll be reviewed in a moment. Oh, I'm knocking shit down. Oh dear. I've got to do some strengthening of cultural things, but he can stand, which is the decent thing. Which is the good thing. Tracks on. Toa Dunkanuva Midnight Class. Upon receiving Hero Factory upgrades and his mask becoming a lot more sleeker, Dunkanuva utilizes Makuro City's surroundings to fight against villainy. His spear has gone through the Jetstar upgrade with 2 poison claws on it. He keeps Makuro City safe with William Inferno, Duncan Bulk, and many of the other heroes. His ionic plasma shield and U-shaped mask means he can fly through the skies with ease. So that's what happened to Dunkanuva. Not who I'm named, who I've named after Toa Raymond, Spirit Mate prior. Upon receiving upgrades from Spirit Matanui, Toa Raymond went from being an outcast Toa back to a full-fledged Toa. Armed with a Mighty Sky Launcher and a fire sword, Toa Raymond teams up with Makuta Duncan's daughter as a bet he made long ago. Armed with his own mask, and of course he's meant to be like this because I actually ran out of the yellow parts. I'm gonna have to go on Bricklink and order more later. But there is Toa Raymond. There you go, Sniper Ray, or Iron Striking 64. Former Order of Matanui Agent Delta. Delta, who was a mechanical who hails from Brutaka's homeland, is Brutaka's half-brother. Using a version of the Omlik, he never fought in the Makuta army. In fact, he worked as a bodyguard for the Hand of Arkaha. He has 2 masks, the mask on his head and the mask of a fallen friend on the side of translation. During the Makuta Brotherhood War, he was an assassin. His mechanical arm is there due to an incident that happens. It has a built-in gun and a sword, as well as a golden chain of truth on the side. He is able to move at speeds quite fast, close to Mark 3. The Baraki. Probably the only good guy out of the pit. He keeps rubbing up against his chest. There. You're on top of Draxon. Cue elevator music. There we go. Probably the Baraki. A creature whose crimes is unknown, looking a lot like Karapa, actually hailing from Karapa's homeworld, home island on Matanui. He teamed up with the Toa to help defeat his brethren, even lying to them where the Mask of Life would be. During the final days, he helped Hydronaxon and the rebuilt Maxilos and Spinax to hunt down the prisoners. He was stuck like this during the Band of Misfits because this was his actual form. never ever regaining what it originally looked like before returning to land. Toa Morxius, the leader of Toa Duncan's team, Toa Haga team, based off the pet's robotic guard Maxilos, he utilizes the Mask of Transformation, a version of the Mask of Transformation. With the battle axe of plasma, he was a Toa of plasma, and a chain gun on the top. He was quick-witted and smart, and was willing to do dirty work even if it required the killing of a fellow Toa. Prior to when Makuta Duncan learnt of the betrayal of one of the Toa Haga teams, the Rahaga, he ordered his and the remainder of Antros' team to flee. He is the only survivor, as the rest were hunted down by the Toa Order of Matanui. Oh, pull over! No, don't! Ah, shit! Put that there. Repair him. Rolling apart. This guy's the biggest mocker I've actually got. He's on a good day, he's taller than Makuta Duncan. On a bad day, he's shorter, but it's the head. If you know any way to fix a Raha's head, I would love for you to tell me. Because he's a pain in the bahooks. Anyway, let's get Scar standing up. Scar, the Calyphratosaurus Rex, hailing from Spherus Magna, later Barra Magna, and then again Spherus Magna, was a orphaned when Makuta Duncan, formerly Jay, became Makuta Duncan. Wandering Spherus Magna, he became the leader of all Calyphratosaurus, which is what he is, on the Isles, eventually leading them far enough away from the Insectionsauruses that had survived the shattering. These are actually meant to be his horns, and that's meant to be a horn on his head, and he is meant to have his head out quite low, with two tusks jutting from the lower of his jaw. Scar is a dangerous individual, able to utilize nightmare powers against his enemy. He has four-digit claws on his hand, able to slice through the toughest of steel. And with wingspans making a Boeing 7, making all other flying creatures. I'll fix that now. While I do that. With a wingspan of making any other flying creature look small, and 4 wings, he is able to stay aloft for quite far. And his tail, ending in a barbed sword, is able to damage and capture prey. His tusks are suited for the Barramagnian Desert, later Spherus Magnian Desert, as he hails from Powai and can travel great distances on little bits of water, much like a camel. These creatures are so heavily armed that they are born with armor already integrated into them, which is symbolized by the Hero Factory armor and the Hero Factory cores from when they did the 2004, when they did the cores were separate from the heroes themselves, not like Scrapper's one, Scar is Makuta Duncan's pet, although often called child. He obeys Makuta Duncan and lives now on Ranox. The titanic Tyrannosaurus Rex base creature is not easily amused and cannot be easily fooled. Able to speak bits of Matoran and tons of English, he is a dangerous individual. Makuta Duncan, aka myself Mock, who has gone through probably 8 revamps. Back in 2005, he used to be a lot bigger. Actually, I think he's a lot bigger now. But used to be that. But due to an unfortunate accident, aka my dad got pissed off with me and threw my Mock on the ground, shattering parts and losing parts, Makuta Duncan was rebuilt several times since then to this form, which I call Iron Fortress, with a rebuilt mask and a tube coming down from it, sacrificing parts to better suit the Ranoxian air. His horns grew and covered most of his face. He trimmed them back to look like that, although when I draw them they're more curved back, and those are around his front. and a jaw mouth power that's styled like the Baraki's. Now with a tube that he keeps plugged in. The Dark Katana there, by the way, is his signature weapon now, as he utilizes it to kill his enemies. Able to use all 42 Makuta powers, all of the Borok and the Borok Cow powers, all of the Toa and the Air powers, even other powers that none can tame. He is a dangerous being with a heart of gold. So there you go, Makuta Duncan. And yeah, he's actually got the Titan hydraulics there, as you can see. Now on to the last individual who I pulled out of the dirt. Makuta Duncan, who I mentioned as Jake before, had a father. This is him. Draxon, the Torah, the god, the deity, of life and death, creation and destruction. The yin, the Tao, and the yin and the yang. Makuta Pterodax's brother and Masanui's brother. With a mask of life, which is not actually a mask of life. He is a red and black, well, red and gold individual. You see, yellow, but I ran out of them. My friend's sister built this. I don't have a sister, fortunately and unfortunately. Utilizing the dark longsword, to which the dark katana will be built out of it, and the fire blitz and shield, he tamed the cliff racerosauruses and utilized them in the short months he was a deity. But jealousy consumed his brother, and teaming up with Halrix, a villager at the time, his brothers killed him and his wife when Makuta Duncan was 3 months old. This is what he would have looked like had he survived. But yeah, so that's that. Now the other monks I've got currently under build is Daniel, who was Makuta Duncan's son, whilst Rachel was Makuta Duncan's daughter, and Atoa Haylene. They are under build because I've got to look at more pictures of them and get them up and built. But whilst I do that, I'm just going to lay them all down here because I've got to do some editing of several mocks. We'll sort them out, Gen 2, Gen 1, mix of both. So yeah, I do hope you've enjoyed my supposed 5-year anniversary for my mocks. I will be doing a 1-hour video soon. I hope you do enjoy my live streams that I've been doing. Do let me know if you want to see more. I'll be willing to do more when I'm next over at the place that I do them at, which is my friend's place. As I should be able to do more streams, like Fallout 4, possibly Elder Scrolls Online, and possibly, well, definitely War Thunder as well, and maybe Warframe as well. Do let me know what you want to see me stream. Sorry for the noise, that's probably the fire engine, because I am quite close to the fire station, do remember. What you want me to stream, I'll have a go at trying to stream it. I'll have a look if it's on the Xbox One, PS4, do remember I'm limited to PS4. And if you want to see some other stuff, do remember to look me up on Facebook. If you want to see some of my fanfiction, look me up on DeviantArt. The next review I've got coming up is of all of my Mega Block sets, which include my fake ones, actually my rebuilds, and all of the ones. Now, I don't have any of the Destiny ones yet, and I sure as hell don't have all of them. But do hope you stay by. Call of Duty sucks, Halo rocks. This is Duncan saying G1 Superion, worship Buddha, and good night.